So what you're gonna do for your first step is after you have your pattern pieces cut out of your fabric, you are going to attach, you're gonna pin one of the front pieces to one of the back pieces. And so right here, we're gonna just do it at the inner seam. So I could tell my front from my back because the front only has 2 notches, or it has like a medium-sized block to it. The back has the bigger size block or the 3 notches, my 3 triangles right here. So what I'm gonna do, again, I'm gonna take one front and one back, and I need to make sure that they're pretty sides together. So another easy way to do this is just have both of your backs pretty side up. So here's one of my backs, and then let me look for the other 3 notch one. Here's my other 3 notch one, okay? So I need to make sure that they're mirrored to each other because again, we're gonna put it on both sides of the legs. So here's a 3 notch back, and then here's another 3 notch back. So then I'm gonna grab my fronts with the 2 notches. So again, 2 notches are right here, and I'm matching just at the inner seam, the inner leg. So I'm gonna match right at the crotch area. I'm matching the notch that's right here, and then I'm matching at the bottom of the leg. And I'm going to pin just at the inner seam. So people with shorts, you're just sewing this short little stitch right here, okay? If you're making pants, you have a little bit longer way to go, but you're still only sewing that inner seam, okay? And so again, you'll notice too that everything up here is not matched. These all are not gonna get sewn together, so do not freak out. It's not supposed to match yet. We're just matching right here, okay? And real quick, what I want you to notice too, so one of my pant legs is shorter than the other. So what I wanna make sure, if it's not the same size, I wanna make sure that it's matched at the top of the inner seam. So the bottom of the J, that part needs to be matched, and then everything along the side of the inner seam needs to be matched too. So again, I have this little piece down here. One side of my leg is longer than the other. That's fine, we'll fix that whenever we have to hem your pants to make them shorter, okay? So again, right now, we're just pinning the inner seams together. So you're doing that to one leg, and then again, we're gonna do the same thing to the other leg. So here again is my front piece. And again, I can notice that because I have 2 notches right here. And then also you'll notice that the J is a lot deeper on the back side versus the J that's on the front. The front side J is a little bit more shallow right here, okay? So that's another way to determine what is your front versus the back, okay? So again, I'm just going to be matching the notches at the inner seam. One of my pant legs is longer than the other, but I'm gonna make sure that I'm just matching at the top of the inner seam, that crotch area, match the notch there, and then everything else along the edge. And I'm going to pin that. And so for this part, you are sewing these together, and your seam allowance is 5/8. 5/8 seam allowance. So again, nothing else is matching right here. That is not gonna be sewn together. Same with this side. This side's not matching. We're only sewing the inner seam. So inner seam right here, and then inner seam right here, okay?